In today's video we step back in time to a 1960s living room, get all nostalgic about how big chocolate bars used to be, and visit some Peaky Blinders filming locations. Hello, Stu here, along with Lisa.
Hello.
And we haven't had to come very far to reach our tour destination today, maybe about a 35-minute drive for us, as we are at the Black Country Living Museum in Dudley. Now, just before we take a look around the museum, there's probably many of you watching and wondering just where and what is the Black Country. Well, I can tell you the Black Country is in the West Midlands, and even though people can't really decide on the exact boundaries, it covers the 4 metropolitan boroughs of Dudley, Sandwell, Walsall and Wolverhampton.
Which is where we're from.
Exactly, that's why it hasn't taken us very long to get here today. So that's where it is, but why is it called the Black Country? Well, back in the 18th, 19th and early 20th centuries, this was one of the big players in industry, one of the most industrious areas of the UK, and as such the area was constantly covered in a film of black smog, hence the Black Country. Now that history lesson's over, let's go explore with Stuview On Tour. Now this is one of the fabulous reconstructed streets here at the Black Country Museum. I believe a lot of the stores here are set up as if they were from the 1940s through to the 1960s. We've been together a long time, Lisa, haven't we?
We have, yes.
But we've never been here together, have we?
No. Amazingly so.
Yeah. When was the last time you came?
It was about 40 years ago.
Yeah, same here. At school?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, my parents brought me and my best friend.
Ah, okay. So let's have a look. Stanton's, radio, pianos, television. Let's have a little step back in time. It's another school party just going by. Let's take a look inside.
You're over there.
Hello. I have a very good friend who would be interested in these guitars here. If you're watching this, which I hope you are, you know who you are. Lisa has just noticed the pork pies in the window here.
Unfortunately, they are plastic, just for show, I'm afraid.
Ah, well, I do believe they do sell real. No.
Food available.
Ah, there we are. So maybe no any pork pies, but you fancy a sausage cob, bacon cob, sausage roll? When you're here at the Black Country Museum, this is a place to come. Fancy getting your hair cut? Wouldn't be any good for me. I haven't got any to cut. Let's take a look in the window. The classic. Oh wow, look at this. If you are a subscriber to my other channel, Stuview TV, you'll know there's plenty of videos on there on vintage chocolates.
The one I fancy is that one.
Yes,
never
yeah.
go in Australia
Yeah.
now.
Ah.
That's so good. But I mean, that's the size of a flame.
Wow,
And 4 times the size as the one.
it's huge. And the size of the bounty as well.
That's the
Wow.
that is the business. Yeah, I mean, the Mars isn't much different.
No.
But they're a lot more solid, aren't they?
Yes,
And,
yeah. seem to do, going on the jigsaws, they've got more interesting flavours than they do now. Yeah.
Well, I've got the. Is it in here? Yeah, I've got. I mean, I've got the fries 5 cents.
Yes, I remember those.
That was
actually,
great.
Oh, yeah.
Raspberry, coffee, lime, orange, and
Yeah,
pineapple.
yeah, I do remember that. Yeah.
And the Smarties were big. They weren't little.
Yeah,
These were the Smarties.
Those are Smarties. Yeah, it's big ones.
Huge.
Yeah.
You give that to kids now and bound so straight away.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, well, I have a YouTube channel which looks at all nostalgia and things like that.
Oh,
and I've done a few
nice.
videos on chocolates,
Yeah.
and a lot of my viewers, there's things on here that they love, like the 5 centres.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'd love to see that.
Absolutely.
And
yeah,
spangles as well, they'd like to see back.
People are mad on spangles.
Yeah.
Mad.
I remember
Used to-
eating quite a few
yeah,
of them in the 70s.
back in the 70s, yeah,
Well, even
yeah.
better when they went to cola and then
Yeah.
Yeah.
business. Yeah.
Old tiny cigarette boxes as
I didn't
well.
realise why
Oh,
they
yeah.
designed them the way they designed them. Somebody explained it to me the other day with the, you know, that dimple in the middle.
Yeah.
The idea was you suck it, you open the middle, so if you swallowed it, you didn't choke.
Okay.
Good idea.
And
Can you use
Paolo's
the
the
stick your
same.
tongue to
Yeah,
the hole?
exactly.
Thank you.
In the middle, yeah.
Yeah, and
So-
Paolo's were the same. They were
Yeah.
designed so you didn't choke.
Ah, okay. I didn't realise that. That's interesting. As well.
Oh yeah, loads of manuals. Folks have got your money, so you can get what you like. Loads of magazines. And of course,
Wow.
newspaper in the morning and at night, probably find out what was going on. No, yeah, today.
Ooh.
And the Liberty birds flying up the wall. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, let's sit down and watch the telly, shall we? Oh yes, there has to be flying ducks on the wall.
Ooh, yeah. Mum and Dad had that as a wedding present, and Mum has still got it in the loft from 1963. So it's
Wow.
61 years old now.
Well
And she
played as
still
well,
has
I'm
it.
sure.
I used to play it in the school holidays.
Familiar with some of these, but not all. Flutter, no.
Flutter planes.
What's my word? Anybody remember that one? Hello. Morning. Thank you.
Chocolate fruits.
Side window of the post office. Classic train set. Waddington Spiring, that's another one that's new on me. I'm too young, you see, that's what it is. Camp coffee, that's a blast from the past, isn't it? Classic pops. Dandelion and burdock, limeade, cherryade.
They've already been in here, and they're going to show the back garden with the colour, traditional, garden where they grow the cabbages and beans and that. So,
Because the last time I was in those cars, I had this
oh, definitely. Yeah,
still in the time of rationing now.
Storeroom with all cast iron moulds and things.
cast iron staircase.
Yeah, and then wood You know, the wood make
This road lovely and warm in here, and you've got your chili, and they've got a wire, and they've got the breastings. I used to love to see that go up and put your change in it, sit on the back there. This shop didn't have one of those. No. But everybody asked for that. Yeah, that was it.
Now we're coming up now to one of the most loved and best remembered pubs from Wolverhampton's past, the Elephant and Castle. Now, little story behind this pub. First of all, the history. It was first built in 1905 and on the corner of the Stafford Road and the Cannock Road in Wolverhampton. Now, it stayed open all the way up until I think around 2000, and in 2001 it was unceremoniously just demolished overnight. Now, this pub does have quite a special meaning to me, as back during the 1970s the pub was run by my aunt and uncle. So to my family this is a very special pub, and it's fantastic to see it reconstructed meticulously as it was in its heyday. In fact, I think I have memories from, well, when I was about 7 years old, 1977 the year, so yeah, you know how old I am now. But it was 1977, and the Queen was doing, I think she was doing a tour of the country for a Silver Jubilee, and I remember standing on by the railings with my mum outside the Elephant and Castle as the Queen's motorcade came by. Great memories. And also back when you could actually advertise tobacco. I think those hats are back in style now. One of the most popular places to eat here at the Black Country Museum is at Hobson Sons restaurant, where you can get some proper Black Country chips cooked in beef dripping. This postbox here was actually built in Dudley, but it was situated in Baker Street in London for many years. So you never know, this could be the original home of Danger Mouse. Now, Peaky Blinders fans may well recognise this location just behind me. This is Anchor Forge here, used in the Peaky Blinders series as Charlie Strong's yard. Let's have a closer look. Another location which should be familiar to Peaky Blinders fans is the Canal Street Bridge here. Oh yes.
I know, I think, which one you would pick.
Go on then.
Raspberry bakewell.
That would be an option.
Toffee cake.
I think we have a winner with toffee cake. And you, I believe, you would have the... I'm not sure. I think you'd have the Victoria Sponge on this lot.
Possibly.
Oh, there's a coffee cake there.
Yeah,
Maybe that
would
one?
be a possibility. That looks really good. There is another one I can see that you would have right at the front.
Well, I wouldn't say no. Ooh, nice and comfy, cosy. You know, it is very small in here. We are currently in a reconstruction of a house that was at number 11 Brook Street in Woodsetton, which is about 2 miles away from where we are now. Amazingly, just a one up, one down, this was home to 2 adults and 6 children, would you believe? Hello.
Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. You?
I'm fine.
The rations?
Indeed. So you're in a very special house.
Okay.
You may not have known it, but it's constructed of. It's a cast iron house.
Really?
One of the plates there.
Oh, okay.
Failed experiment by Dudley Council in the 20s to find alternatives to brick.
Yeah,
It's double the cost.
right, yeah.
So they only made 4 of them. This is the only one left. The others got knocked down the 80s due to the asbestos sliding in the walls.
Yeah,
and stuff.
yeah.
Wow.
My side is set in 1940. Next door's set slightly further into the future.
We're now in the cast iron house next door, which is set on the 1960s. As you can see from the poster here for one of my all-time favourite films, The Good, the Bad and the Ugly. Let's have a look around. And we've actually started upstairs in this house, as you can come straight through from the one next door, which is set in the 1940s. I have to say about these houses is they are actually fairly big.
I remember my mum having some heated rollers very similar to that she used a lot, almost every night in fact.
Yeah. I've got no use for those.
No.
Hello, how are you?
Alright, not so bad.
Good. I like the TV.
So, yeah, it's 68 now, just to keep you informed.
Yes, okay.
And a nice big tin of Quality Street as well,
Yeah,
when they used to come in proper tins.
maybe. I'm sure we used to have a Hoover like that, you know. I'm sure Mum had a Hoover like that.
You're saying how surprising that how big
How big the room?
It is
the
big.
house is actually
Yeah.
is.
It is a council house as well, so, you know.
Yeah,
Okay.
rented,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, but it's amazing what I think, you know, is that Bill Aston, the bloke who lived here with the 2 kids and his wife,
Yeah.
he was the only breadwinner. he's a lorry driver.
Yeah.
Right.
And to have all this,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think is
Yeah.
you know,
Oh yeah.
quite an achievement.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But there's lots of things going on. When you think about it, compared to next door,
Yeah.
we've only moved on just over 20 years.
Yes.
If
Yeah.
you look at what we've got.
Yeah.
But you've got to think also what was happening in industry, you know, the
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
motor factories are open all over
Yeah.
Birmingham and all around here.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'm not being political, but there was a lot of union activity, so
Yeah.
people were getting a lot of money, working
Yeah.
class people getting money. A lot of
Yes.
people come here and say, this must have been a middle class house. It wasn't, it was a
No.
working class.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I know a lorry driver these days is probably a lot higher rated than it was in them days.
Yes,
you know.
yeah.
It was more, it
Yeah.
was fairly close to being a labourer.
Well, folks, that's it for our day here at the Black Country Museum. It's been busting, eh?
It's a bit of Boxing Day, or
Aha! As promised earlier, you should see on the screen now the website for the Black Country Museum, just in case you've been inspired by our video today, and you can come and have a look for yourselves and see what it's all about.
yeah.